Welcome to another video and episode on my fischertechnik robot interface, which is connected to a switch, an LED, small motor, active sonar and a power motor. In the past episodes I have connected them, I have tried them, and all using BASIC. BASIC is an acronym which stands for Basic for Beginners All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, and it's an old language but still available and still used. Usually I program in languages like Python and C and C++, but in this case I would try BASIC, which is actually developed for use under Windows, and since I don't use Windows, I don't even have Windows, I have to use the Wine emulator. Wine is also an acronym which stands Wine is not an emulator, but it clearly is. Anyway, the robot interface, for those who don't know it, from fischertechnik, it's an older interface. It has 4 motor outputs, and each output can itself be used for a single output. For motors you have 2 outputs, by which you can have 4 motors, but you have also 8 outputs, and one of those outputs is connected to the LED, and then the LED has to be connected to ground. There are 8 digital inputs, then analog inputs and 2 distance inputs, and one is used for the sonar. 2 are used for the motors, and a switch is used, and 1 input is used for the switch. It has also 3 memories, 2 flash memories and a random access memory. For my project I use the actual project in random access memory. 1 flash memory is occupied by the BASIC interpreter, which contradictory has to be compiled into a hex file, which I do on the laptop before sending it here, uploading it. And I can also access it by serial, RS232, USB and infrared. That's for introduction of the interface, that is. State of the software is that all works nicely, except that when I press this switch it has to go slower, and then approaching the sonar it goes faster. And for some reason it entirely skips the first sonar stuff, so it directly goes to the faster speed. Last time that was discovery, and and despite some changes I did not find out why, but let's upload and see whatever happens. So, by the way, that I can show you better using via on screen. So let's go there. Alright, so other view with 3 terminals: uploader, compiler, and the actual program. And in an update I'm following the manual for BASIC I changed a bit. So this one directly reads the analog value and acts upon it, while this one first assigns the value to a variable, then condition with a while loop for the variable, and this is completely skipped. So this whole while loop, this part is skipped and it goes straight into this one. Let's upload. Upload done. So now let's go here. And I first have to activate the program, so pushing this to select the RAM. Now the RAM is active and it runs. And there you go. And here it goes into, and there it stays. And actually this should stop. And this is strange, so this behavior is not what it should be. Another thing that I wanted to do, because there is also a print statement that I can use, but it is old school serial. So I have to use this cable, which fits right here. The only point is, of course, and yes, now it's there. The only point is I have to put this onto a USB to serial converter and then see how things work out. That's one thing. And the other thing is, of course, fixing the algorithm. First things first, connecting this cable to the other side, or to the converter cable, which I will do off the screen. It is connected now. But not in use yet. Anyway, back to the algorithm. Why doesn't it work the way I like? And for this, actually, I would like to introduce the print statements, which are limited to the serial cable. So this actually gives gives the motive to introduce really the RS232 connection. Let's see how that works out. Alright, I have looked at the possibilities with FT Uploader, and it only uses USB, while according to the manual the print statements, which I have already added, like here and here, are supposedly only transferable using a serial cable, this one. I have attached it, as I said, and I have opened winehq, and no, that's the wrong one. And according now to its setup, it's set to this speed, which is according to the manual. So if everything works out, I should get either one of these in. I hope so. Yeah, let's write again. Save, compile. Alright, that was a flashby of result. Yes, that means that it is successfully compiled. And that takes too long, so I will have to manually power it up. Yes, so like last time, plug the connector and push it. So now I can, error opening device, I'm too fast. Now it is done. Selecting once again. Alright, program running. Look at this. Oh, isn't this wonderful? So now I can use via the serial cable actually some debugging. So let's see, it says switch, that means that one. This works fine, and now it's a matter of finding out. Oh wait, I made a little mistake here. This has to be larger than 5 in printing. But the question is, why does it happen anyway? It also skips. Oh no, it doesn't skip sonar. But this is a nice way to do it. And now for the rest. Why does it happen anyway? I still didn't find that out, but yeah, I have a debugging moment. Alright, I have made a syncing mistake because of course this part is skipped at first. As long as I don't hold my hand in front of the sonar. So the distance will be at first longer than 5 centimeters, and so it starts doing the quick run. The question is, why doesn't it run when I hold my finger in front of it? Why does it just stop? So in order to find out, I have added these print statements. Smaller than 5 begin, stop 500 for half a second, that is, and the end of it. So save and compile. Okay, something flashed by. Yes, that is alright. So I can quit this. I will have now to end, so I plug it again. Alright, it has started. Upload. Then once again, yep, start. And now I'm very curious what will happen. LED, that is correct. I added that. Motor. Larger than 5, that is correct. And let me put it here, then you can see something. Also here. Then I hold my finger. It says only switch. Oh, what happens here? Smaller than 5, and it doesn't even go into the it doesn't even go into it. That is strange. Alright, once more. Alright, yes. Okay, let me put the ruler in front of it again. This is 5. Oh, you can't see it. This is 5. 4. It's at 4 centimeters. It should respond by now. Yeah, it does. But it immediately goes further. So this is quite strange. Why doesn't it go into it? Print sonar. That's it. And I can put something in here as well, of course, but let's say print sonar small. What does it do? What doesn't it do? So copy, paste, and large. Yeah, I'm mixing up Dutch and English once again, like I do in the other project I am doing, but I don't mind. And I don't care. So, what's happening and why? Let's compile and upload again. Right, compiled and uploaded, selecting, let's go. And yeah, then it's nice if you see something. Press the switch. Okay, distance 5. And it goes by centimeter, so now it should respond. But as yet it doesn't. And it completely fails to do so. It does. So while these are nicely and executed, this is not executed at all. Should I change it in a for loop? I don't like doing that. It would change the whole thing, because this is now depending on a value, and the for loop is depending on a value to be reached. So this is very strange. Once again, there you go again. 4 centimeters. And even 4 centimeters is not executed nicely. Now it is. It takes it quite some time. What if I completely change it? But yeah, if I put it like just around that, this one goes larger than 5 and the other one is smaller than 5. What about that? Larger than 5, and I will ignore the output, and this will be then smaller and equal to, smaller than and equal to. And if this goes wrong, it may have to do with this, but we'll see. Right, let's go. Right, ready to go. Again, select, run, and press the switch. Look at that. It very nicely executed this one. And now for the other thing at 4 centimeters. Now get this. Small, very low speed now. Fingers at 4 centimeters, and it immediately goes very fast. So my question now is, why does that happen? Why does it do now both? Okay, I am now changing back this one to smaller and larger than. Smaller than and equal to. On this one again, larger than. This is really strange. Okay, right, and yeah, now I'll just go on, compile, in the meantime unplug and plug. Yep, that was fine, I think. Let's check. Yep, that was just fine. Compile, select and go. Yeah. Go. LED, yes. Switch. Yep. This goes fast. Smaller distance, and it's back to the old wrong situation. So it does leave me clueless. So this is now going to be this, and this one larger than, which does work. But I still don't know why. And that is irritating, very irritating. Anyway, let's change this into a correct thing then, which does work. That is not correct, of course. It should be this one. This will be smaller or larger. Large, yeah. And small. So, one more go. Alright, final part. Upload is done. So, let's select and run. And here we go. So, switch. Low speed. Distance. There we go, with a little delay. Although that isn't really oh wait, yeah, larger, and I forgot to adapt the speed. Yeah, so it does work, but I still have to change the speed accordingly. So that's a bit strange, but at least it works. Let's just do that. To set things right. So this has to be 6, 0 and minus, no. -6, and this is 1, and this is -1. And when you know the procedure, it is not hard to follow. Alright, that seems, yep, no errors. Go and select again. So there you go. Now fast is the higher speed, and I do this one, and it goes very nicely. Remains the question, of course, why in this sequence? This is really odd. Why can't it be the other way? I must be missing something, but I have no clue what exactly. Anyway, this is very nice to end this episode with output via serial cable, changed algorithm, and everything seems to work. What more can you what more do you want, except for even more stuff to do? So this is the end of this episode and video with, and let me show you, that is the other end of the cable attached to the USB to serial converter, and this works nicely, as you can see, with a changed algorithm with respect to sonar, which I still don't get why in this sequence it does work and in the other sequence for the sonar it does not work. Beyond me for now. Thanks to the serial cable I can now debug, so that stays in. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please show your support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired. Details below this video. And that is there. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned. Yeah, depending on the pledge you make. Either on my website or with my on my website and with my videos. More information again under this video and on my website. And URL is again under my video. To be continued. Have a nice day and bye bye.